Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Quick look here, gonna inject it. This is a request from our community members. Quick congrats to our community too, of course. Thank you so much for the awesome feedback. Solana, 42% in 3 days there, and of course Matic, 22% there in roughly 2 trading days. Those are just some simple 5x leverage trades, very, very safe and very secure. Let's take a look at some liquidation levels and kind of see roughly what's going on. Also, too, if you're new to the community, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can learn something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And obviously, you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is a site link down below where you can learn to effectively trade a little more consistently. If you're curious about results, check out our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Last month was phenomenal. This month we're trending about 90% right now. Okay, so let's find the right window. And what we're looking at here is about $40 even for the next potential heavy concentration of liquidation. This is the last 7 days worth of liquidation from this most recent high at about 39.60. So Injective does look like it wants to retest that level. Keep in mind there's a ton of liquidation at 30/34. Doesn't necessarily mean the price is just going to shoot down to that level. Just something we want to be aware of. And we do lose a support here at about 34.20. We could very well see a run to 30. However, we get a lot of support down here based on volume at 35.70, so I don't think that's a cause for concern. Take a look at the daily. Let's quickly note a couple things here. And what we want to look at, of course, is moving averages. I know this coin's been in trouble with the SMAs. We're below 2 out of the 4 effectively. And just note that at this point here, what we're looking at is the 20-day SMA at 0.236, that $38 mark, or 38.50 rather, being a strong point of resistance. So be careful on how you trade with this coin. Until the price gets above that level, I would say we haven't broken any type of specific trend lines yet. Speaking of trend lines, we got a previous daily candlestick closure. We're just going to pull that out here as well. To note, $39.10 is a more recent resistance level and also a previous one too. Okay, so just some things to kind of recognize. So I would say not considering a long until we break above 39 might be appropriate. We can see that resistance at that 0.236 Fib level showing up in the RSI at 50. Again, breaking through that would be good. We do have our second stochastic swing to the upside, however. This is a positive contributing factor. And then the MACD is trying to converge but hasn't yet. Okay, so again, mostly good stuff here with what we can see. Injective looking fairly strong, just hasn't broken through any key levels yet. Not enough to warrant a position, in my personal opinion, just from the outside looking in. Again, this is just simply a bird's eye view for the moment, but we will see, of course, if it's worth taking a trade on smaller time frames. So the 4-hour time frame here, we can recognize that we're over 50 in the RSI. That's always a good sign. MFI is higher than the RSI, which is also great. It means that there's more money flowing into the coin faster than the perception of people's minds is changing right now that this is an overbought coin. So people are going to probably want to still continue to buy in. We can also see stochastic trying to swing down, so we got to give it a chance to reject and pull back. And then, of course, MACD kind of plateauing. So when I see all this and we're below the 200 and the 100-day SMA, again, not ideal trading conditions. While it's nice we have a support at 36.35, we have a lot of resistance above the price action too based on more recent price action. We can kind of see there again, $42. $41, 2 heavy concentrations of volume, which implies these are strong resistance levels. Okay, so all the more reason just to be careful with longs. If you're going to do a long here with this coin or take one, low position size, low leverage, folks. It's really just the bottom line. You should do that with anything unless you have really good confirming factors, then maybe increase your leverage a little bit. But generally speaking, don't risk your portfolio for a trade that you're not quite sure about. It's never worth it. In fact, you don't want to risk it regardless. You use the same position size every single trade. I cannot believe how many people do not realize that is like the foundational key to being a successful trader. Imagine going to a casino and just throwing in $20. Oh, wait, okay, maybe I'll throw in 40 next time because I lost. And you lose that. You keep doubling down, you're eventually everything you came with is gone. I'm sure you've experienced that if you got into a casino. They always win. But trading is basically playing against the casino. Okay? The way to stack those odds in your favor is to enlighten yourself. Maybe consider joining a trading community where we all learn and grow together, a phenomenal experience. However, on your own, the best thing you can do at this point is to just have a little bit of patience. Make sure you're not arbitrarily jumping in and out of trades. And when you do take a trade, you trade the same way every time. Consistency is 100% the strongest foundation of being a good trader. Okay, so what I mean by that here, let's look at the hourly. Lagging spans free and clear, conversion lines above the baseline. Everything's perfect here with the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so there's no reason to short this coin, even though the likelihood of price pulling back at this point is fairly high, considering it's overextended. Most coins are pulling back a little bit with Bitcoin retracing closer to 70K. So I would expect the price to pull back a little bit. Granted, there are different trends that you can kind of see here. We got this, ascending trend here that could very well break to the upside. But once more, that's all well and good, but until we close above $39, I'm not really too interested in trading this coin. So again, different strokes for different folks. If you want to risk it for the biscuit right now, you can. Statistically, you have a better chance of going up than down, finding success. But do you really want to jump into a trade that's probably ready to pull back because the rest of the market is? I think right now it might be advantageous to consider waiting a little bit longer. Let the price get where you want it to, let it consolidate, let it do what it's supposed to do first before you take that trade. And then at the end of the day, when you fall asleep, you'll know if you have a trade open, you're going to be okay because you didn't just get super greedy and you have good proper risk management and risk tolerance. Those are all things I teach in my trading academy. Check it out, folks. Link down below. Otherwise, make sure you trade with Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange, link down to here as well. Use my link to register, $5,500 in benefit rewards. No KYC or VPN required. Significantly awesome exchange for our community. A lot of our US Canadian members are loving that. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you together again soon. Bye-bye.